Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming to the Spring Orchestra Concert. My name is Chris DeCinthio. I'm the interim assistant principal. I'd like to thank you all for coming, but before we get started, just a couple of things to take notice. In the rare case of an emergency, there are illuminated exit signs that you can see. Also, if you look, there are different signs that are hung up. Those for a QR code. Your program, if you wanted to scan it, you'd be able to follow tonight's concert off of the code to get the program. A couple of thank yous that we would like to say before we get started, starting with our Board of Education, our STARS program, and Dr. Blanche for all of the support to the music program. Also like to thank our custodial staff. They spend tireless hours putting things together, taking things apart. We'd like to thank all of you, because I know as a parent what it takes to constantly take the kids back and forth to practice, especially with the instruments. So thank you for all of your dedication and time. And I would certainly like to thank Mr. Gilbert for all of his hard work and dedication to all of your children and to the music program. Finally, I would like to thank all of the students. They have spent a long time preparing for their couple of different concerts that they put together, and tonight hopefully is a culmination of all of their hard work. So once again, sit back and relax and enjoy the show. And there you go, Mr. Gilbert.
Good evening. My name is Kylie Chandra, and I'm an 8th grader. Tonight, we will be opening the concert with a trio performed by me, 8th grader Hannah Joan, and 6th grader Sienna Chung. We will be performing piece number 4, Alla Polacca, from 6 pieces for 2 violins and cello, composed in 1919 by Paul de Bailly, a late French Romantic composer, and transcribed into the modern and standardized way of writing by Norman Philip Hart. The piece we chose from the collection is in 3/4 time and called Alla Polacca, which translates to in the style of a polonaise, a type of grand and elegant Polish dance, and is also in the style of a mazurka, a lively, syncopated, and spirited dance, also of Polish origin. In addition, Alla Polacca has the consistent articulation of marcato, which means that each note is short and emphasized. These 3 styles combined produce a fun piece to play, and we hope that you will find it fun to listen to as well. Thank you.
Next up, Julie Javasi will be introducing the pieces that the chamber orchestra will be playing.
The Chamber Orchestra of Somers Middle School is here to present two complex classical pieces, Carmen Suite by George Bizet and the finale from Symphony No. 25 by Franz Joseph Haydn. Carmen Suite is a medley of many different melodies from the opera of the same name. Haydn 25 is another classical piece in which it includes scale-like motions. Both these pieces are played at very fast pace. We enjoyed learning these pieces and are proud to present them tonight. Thank you.
going from chamber orchestra to rock band. So while we set things up, Josie Wilkinson is going to come on up. She's going to introduce the song that we're going to be playing. Thank you, Josie.
Considered to be one of the greatest rock songs of all time, Nirvana's alternative rock anthem, Smells Like Teen Spirit, features a strong riff, engaging rhythms, and a striking dynamic changes. This arrangement also features solos for the guitar and saxophone, and a driving rock groove set up by the drum set and bucket drums.
Next up, Leah Gosselin is going to introduce the first song that the 6th grade orchestra will be performing. Thank you very much.
Quintus is a unique song that uses divisi, slurs, and staccato to enhance the overall sound. The melody is upbeat and gives a feeling of openness as it is passed along by the different instruments. The staggered open string beginning showcases the acoustic sounds of our instruments, and the eighth notes of the other instruments have during the melody at a nice beat.
The next song will be introduced first by Alex Schnapper, and then by Elizabeth Alonso Javier. So why don't you both come up?
The song we're about to play is El Toro by Dominic Vigner. This is a song about a bullfight, which is a sport that is practiced all over Madrid. The song takes place in Madrid, and my aunt and uncle live in Madrid, and it reminds me of them whenever we play this. In class, we have been learning about different improvisation techniques. The middle section of the song features improvised solos over a drum. I hope you enjoy this piece.
El Toro es una canción muy impresionante. Esta pieza fue compuesta por Don Baker. Esta canción es una que emociona a las personas. Espero que les guste del todo.
improvised soloists, please stand up so that we can recognize them for being this Thank you. Our next song is going to be introduced by Karen Liu. So
Burst is an energetic piece made by varying languages. The dynamic interplay and contrasting legato and detached bowing makes it a burst of energy. The piece is known for its bold and powerful lines as well as its delicacy and lyricism.
This next one features just the 8th graders. Owen Higgins, come on up to introduce our next song.
Danny Boy has been rumored to have been written about a father singing to his son, who apparently was named Danny. The song was based on a story about an Irish father whose son was eventually going off to war in Ireland. Bing Crosby, Johnny Cash, Glenn Miller, and Elvis Presley have all sang the song. Many of the traditional versions only have 4 verses, but the most common one for Ireland has 6 verses in total.
Needle Connor is going to be introducing the next song, which also has all the 7th graders on it. So slowly and carefully, come on up, fill in the empty seats. This is when it gets really fun.
The next piece we will perform is Arlington Sketches by Elliot Del Borgo. Arlington Sketches is a fast and fun piece that our orchestra has been practicing. One musical feature that we have learned about recently is a fugue. A fugue is a musical composition that features a main idea or subject that is repeated, developed, and layered with other voices or instruments. Some famous composers like Bach and Mozart frequently use fugues in their work. If you listen carefully, you may notice a fugue in little Arlington Sketches.
In just a moment, I'm going to ask Rylan Stuber to come up to introduce the last song, but I just wanted to say a few thank yous. This has been such an amazing year for me, and it's largely thanks to all the people in this room. Thank you to our administration, especially Mr. DeCintio, who is here tonight, Mrs. Mangoni, Dr. Blanche. Thank you to the Board of Education. Thank you to everybody who works in this building, all of my amazing colleagues. I really believe I have the best music colleagues anywhere, and that makes my day-to-day job a lot more fun. Also, thanks to the custodial staff here, who work so hard every day, not just every day, but every night, so that we can show up to school in the morning, or in the afternoon, or in the night, and make music. And they're always there. And I want to also thank all the office staff, who we, as music teachers especially, we rely on them heavily. We need them to put together all these rehearsals, all the clubs, all of the, when I buy all the music, that's all thanks to them. But most importantly, the people who make this job the very best, and that's the people on stage right here. So please recognize, give a big round of applause for the Somers Middle School Orchestra. Yeah, and sixth graders and I didn't forget about you, don't worry. I would never. Sorry, I've been losing my voice for the past few days. Thankfully, you came here to listen to them and not me, because they sound a lot better than me right now. But lastly, I'd like to recognize all the 8th graders, for whom this is their last concert as a middle school student. Hopefully there'll be many more after this. But can you stand up? Can we give you a big round of applause? You guys are awesome. You were the first class I ever had here at Somers, and you've showed me the ropes, and you've grown so much throughout the year, and it's been just such a joy to watch you every single day to day, week to week, month to month. You've overcome so much, and I know that you're going to keep growing and keep succeeding at the next level. I'm rooting for you, and I believe in you. And I actually realized there's one more thank you I wanted to give that I almost forgot. My middle school orchestra teacher and elementary and high school orchestra teacher is actually here in the audience. I think Mr. Alan Goldberg is here. And you know, that really makes me think about how important everything that you do is. You guys work so hard, and it all really matters. Because I remember being in middle school, I remember being in 8th grade, and I'm standing where I am today because teachers like Mr. Goldberg inspired me to work hard and pursue the things that I was passionate about. Now, whatever you guys pursue, whether it be music, whether it be another subject, sport, dance, drawing, cooking, I don't know. Whatever it is, know that I will be rooting for you, I will be here for you, and I hope to be cheering you on just like Mr. Goldberg is cheering me on. Someday for you. Sorry, not to get too mushy, but I had a great orchestra teacher, so I have big shoes to fill. Without further ado, Rylan Stuber.
Our final piece on the night is Fearing, which is by Elliot Del Borgo. Del Borgo was also famous for writing the music for the 1980 Olympics and grew up nearby in Port Chester, New York. Fearing features a high-paced tempo, so make sure not to jump out of your seat. This piece has double stops, 8th notes, 16th notes, and even a number fugue. Fearing is in the key of D minor, and we have been working hard to make sure our F naturals and B flats are in tune.
We hope you enjoy our final piece, Fear Not.